What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here with this week's patch notes recap. Quick note, still just barely getting over the sickness. Kind of had the flu this past weekend, so I know my voice is still a little bit funky. I'm feeling great, I just don't sound like I feel great, so sorry about that. I can't change it. We're getting there. Next thing, patch notes. I'm going to tell you now, if you're looking for a quick and easy patch notes, it's not this one. It's really long, and I'm going to go into a lot of the stuff. Those class changes we looked at a week or two ago that happened on the other servers came into effect here, so I'm not going to break them down in the entirety like I did in a previous video. I will link to that previous video if you want to have me literally read them all off to you. I'll link to that below so you can check it out, but I'm not going to dive into that. But yeah, for sure, if you're looking for a quick patch note video, this is not it. It's lengthy, and I want to cover the stuff in it, so can't do much about it. But here we go. So event system, we have a new event that's put into place. Fortune favors the bold. I'm going to tell you, it looks pretty terrible to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks pretty terrible. Basically, you're going to get a reward, which you press the old Y key there, and you pick one of the two. You can get the fortune cookie for rookies or hit a pat fortune cookie. So whichever one of those you choose, if you get the rookie one, you're going to get Blackstones between 1 to 3 of them, and that's it, and you're done with it. If you pick this one, you're going to get a lucky note, which you then right-click to get a random event quest, and you complete it to get your sweet reward. What's the sweet rewards, you might be asking? Well, glad you asked. It could be any of these types of quests that you have to do to complete in order to get different sweet rewards. Trading? Is it training? Is it gathering? Defeating monsters? Who knows? It sounds terrible to me, honestly. Here's the quests, and then here's what you have to do. Some's trading, some's delivery. I mean, I take that back. It might be fun if it's something you want to do a little different from, you know, monotonous stuff, but like the rewards are not. I'm just looking at them and like, yeah, this is nice, but like, if I go and do this on an alt or something like that, do I really want to like have to go defeat, I don't know, like something somewhere and like to get this, you know, concentrated magic stone, 20 hunter seals? I mean, that's not bad, but like the time investment just seems a little weird to me. I'm probably just gonna be clicking the Blackstone thing and get back to grinding. But you know, if that's not your thing or you're doing some other stuff, maybe this is a good little break. And maybe it's also just weird. Like you're randomly gonna get one of these quests. I mean, it's something different, I guess. It's just compared to most of the events we get, this seems a little lackluster to me personally, but what do I know? Moving on. Golden Drop event still going till the end of the month, so we got that. The Moonlit Memory, basically the free memory fragment event, that is over. The attendance rewards have been refreshed, as well as the rookie and returning rewards. Some updates to Shadow Arena, mostly some fixes. It's no longer called Marnie's Secret Isle, it's just called Shadow Arena. Overall adjustments to balancing for skills, so some of them were relatively not used were enhanced, and ones that were used excessively were reduced. Added a UI feature which always displays the AP DP on the left side of the minimap. Which wizard will now obtain Sage's memory instead of speed spell. Fixed the issue where you were able to enter more than 6 digits for the private room password. Made improvements to the dark fog can be more visible. Fixed the issue where text would appear overlapped the Shadow Arena stats. When a duplicate login was detected in the game while already logging into Shadow Arena in the waiting area, the game will properly display the start UI after disconnecting. You can now jump in the water by pressing the spacebar while you are a black spirit. Fixed the issue with the Dark Knight sub-weapon AP would not be applied. That's a big deal. Fixed the issue where the name of the winner would be displayed when you leave Shadow Arena. Fixed certain text was difficult to read due to being overlapped in Shadow Arena. Fixed issue where the remaining time would not be clearly visible. All languages will now display the option solo or party properly. Added widget which briefly displays the item grades of all items when you equip them. We're aware of the issue where the remaining time of a match is not being displayed inside the private UI in Shadow Arena. So there you go, boom, Shadow Arena updates. System message is displayed when failing a guild invite to signify that it can't be found on the current channel, or can't find the character on the current channel. Transport wagon and ship will now move properly to the correct paths, and you can now place bids equal to the standard price at the marketplace. Game, world, NPC, and effects. Graphic issue fixed with a ship. Change the placement of fish, which were placed incorrectly in a Vern step. Level requirement for receiving the EXP bonus 50% was increased from 30 to level 50 on the Olvia servers. Color of the roaming black spirits at Breed Tree Ruins will now be black. Fix an issue where an annex would occasionally disappear when hit by a summoned object during a node or conquest war. Location of the NPC in front of the door at 3-1 Heidel has been changed. All classes had an abnormal text that would appear while using basic attack on a mount. Alright, and now we get into the class changes. I'm not going to go super in-depth into each and every single one of these. Like I said, I'm just going to link in the description below when we talked about these changes that were implemented on the Korean servers either a week or two ago, and we read every single one of these lines. The gist of it, though, Warrior was buffed like a lot. Obviously, I don't play Warrior, and I haven't had much interaction with one since these notes just came out today. But from what I understand, Warrior's like back in the game. Very, 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 very good class again right now. Just a little tweak with Berserker. Tamer also got huge buffs across it. You can check out of course, you can click on the patch notes in the description too if you want to read them yourselves, since the other video is literally me just reading all these things out loud. Valkyrie also huge buffs across the board for that. Witch and Wizard, no adjustments overall there. Ninja, Kuno both got nerfed. Not like into the ground like a lot of people are saying. A lot of the feedback's just been like, okay, we don't have quite as much protection as we did. Like, we're still gonna do what we're supposed to do, which is just like destroy you before you even realize what's happening. But the big takeaway from them is you can no longer go into stealth while you have a dot on them, which like every other MMO in existence works that way with the stealth mechanic. Like, if you're taking damage, it pulls you out of stealth no matter what, and that now happens here, which I could see having a big effect in like Siege Wars and things like that. Dark DK, we got a flat 10% increase in PvP damage across the board. It's a buff, obviously, but the feedback on this is it hasn't really been like really impactful, so we'll see. Mystic took a slight nerf, not quite as heavy as Kuno or Ninja. Archer didn't change much at all. Again, if you want to check those out, got the link to the other video down below, or you can just check out the patch notes and read through them yourself, so you can check out your individual class and go through that, and we can try and speed along. Item changes: fixed issue where the prices for Master Elixir of Perforation and Assassination were incorrect. Description for the... I just lost reading. The following description has been added for the HP Potion beginner item. That's irrelevant. Description which says the item cannot be exchanged has been removed from the robe piece item description. We'll check out the Pearl Shop in a little bit because there's some interesting stuff on here. And forgot to pull these up too. So they changed the world boss timetables. Essentially what they did is to try and make Garmoth a little more reasonable. If you were in the NA and you played on the East Coast, previously Garmoth was Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 1:15 a.m., which is just ridiculous if you work a job like myself. So obviously I've never ever been to a 1:15 a.m. Tuesday or Thursday Garmoth when they had it before. I don't know who cooked that one up from when Garmoth was first released, but it was just completely asinine that existed. Naturally, Garmoth has never been killed in those hours ever. I don't even know that it's been killed on Sunday hours. So they made some adjustments. If you're East Coast, it's now 11:15 p.m., which is manageable. I could actually like do that on a Tuesday or Thursday night, and then they adjusted what bosses happen on those days beforehand to kind of coincide with it. So the overall times that boss spawns happen the same. The biggest deal is that Garmoth's Tuesdays and Thursdays were adjusted, and then of course you have the chart for EU. I don't know that it changed much, but I could be wrong because I don't stare at that chart anyhow. Anyways, you can check that out if you need to. Maybe you'll actually do it. If you're East Coast like me, maybe you can actually check out Garmoth on a weekday. We'll see how that goes. And then they just noted that they'll continue to look at feedback from the community to update a suitable timetable. I'm just curious why it took so long for that. I mean, you think 1:15 a.m. was okay, like on a weekday? I mean, I guess for some people it is, but by a large majority that work. HP for Garmoth enchantment statue and the Fury statue, the one that appear with the world boss Garmoth, have been reduced by 30%. Changed the targeting method of monsters at Akhman and Histria. They were changed so that they will not change targets frequently when within the attack range of the Magic Lighthouse for Witch and Wizard classes. Sea monster hunting nerf slightly. The chance of obtaining, well, it's not slightly, but sea monster hunting is already so ridiculous that this nerf is there but warranted. Chance of obtaining the items below by defeating monsters in the oceans has been decreased by 60%. That's pretty significant, but I think this kind of brings sea monster hunting into a little bit more of like a realistic life skill as far as the money it can bring in. It's still like very good money, but we're not in the age of, you know, people just getting billions and billions and billions anymore, especially with this nerf here as well, in addition to the upper tax brackets for sea monster hunting in general. Placement of roll monsters near the boss monster summoned through Black Spirit main quest have been changed so that they don't interfere with your battle. Some quest and knowledge updates. Completion condition for Traveling Light 2 has been changed to be completed when you obtain the value pack knowledge. You can obtain the value pack knowledge by using the value pack one day you receive as a reward for the special gift Traveling Light 1. Adventurers who completed the Traveling Light 1 quest can already receive the knowledge through the skill instructor. Dialogue for receiving Spearhead and Rudimentary Magic quests will be marked in yellow. And going to Operation Breakthrough quest, Navigation Guide, Calpheon Resource Report quest can now be obtained when completing another quest. Fix the issue where the quest for the Crossroad quest could be completing the gift of Calpheon quest. Fix the issue where characters in the progress of going through the old main quest could not receive the Black Spirit's gift. Interface changes. Locked items will no longer be used as processing materials. When continuously using item processing, locked items will no longer be included in that processing. Main quest widget will no longer be displayed when all main quests have been completed. Notification messages at the bottom right will now close when the conditions for the notification messages have been completed. Text alignment for the notification messages has been centered. Voice chat icon in the guild member list has been changed. The reconnection status UI will now be displayed when you reconnect to the client. I saw that today. It was kind of cool. So that way you weren't just staring at a screen wondering why you were like couldn't see your character and you had this like first person point of view. It now brings up up a little box that says you're getting reconnected. Emojis will now be entered in the location where you click the cursor with the chat window. Fix an issue, would be able to see the sky from a well in Delph Night area in remastered mode. Some of the NPC dialogues for NPC and Muikin have been changed to be more natural. Fix on natural camera effect. Fix the issues that NPCs far from a distance would appear as if they are floating. And then the secondary class fixes, those which we've come to know and love, the costume fixes, such as the wizard fixed the issue where the wizard's hat was not visible when equipped with a basic outfit. Some quest knowledge fixes with Trace of Idana, Wizard Altar, Artifact of the Naga, Bree Tree Cave. Fix an issue with the adventurer, sent a guild invite, couldn't cancel the invitation or receive the contract again when an adventurer dies after receiving the Guild Alliance contract. Can no longer build an annex on a fort node, which is ended. Fix the issue where the auto-navigate feature would take you through a long route when going to the regions on the right side of Shira Ruins. I've experienced that myself since I just did that Shira Ruins video. Fix the issue where you cannot obtain taxes from the tax card. Character outlines will now be displayed normally for DirectX 9 users. Do people still use DirectX 9? Probably. Fix the issue where the character would appear as if inside the water at Waragan Cave, even when the character is not actually inside. A couple of interface changes with your maids. Butlers would be visible on the list when more than 20 maids and butlers have been hired. Territory information would be incorrect in the node war status in the window of the world map. Text of the server change window would bleed out of the window. Locations of the skill cooldown quick slot would move around. And a known issue, aware of the issue where certain item icons are being displayed abnormally in crafting nodes. Let's check out the Pearl Shop. There's something quite interesting here. One, we have the alchemy costume for Archer, so all classes now have access to the good old alchemy set there. If you turned your brand new character into your alchemy character, you got that, I guess. This thing here, kind of a big deal because it's actually really incredibly good, like incredibly good. It's also up for the next 2 weeks. For the same cost of getting what a Blessing of Kama Silva costs for 15 days, you get that, plus they're just giving you 15 item collection increase scrolls. This is actually bonkers, and I ran out of my Blessing of Kama Silva 2 days ago, so I just got one. I had leftover pearls for it, so I didn't like buy more pearls at the time. But yeah, this is amazing. This is actually like really good. Like good old pay to win elements being tossed in here, because 15 of these things for free when you already buy these. Like, I'm probably going to buy one, even though I just re-upped my blessing, because yeah, this is just insane. Aside from that, we got a sale on the Karlstein pack 1 and 2, which you can see here comes with the old cat along with the outfit. And you have a sale, although you have to go to each item to find out what the sale price is, which is a little weird to me, but okay, on the skill guides and add-on guides, the campsite, and the golden bell. So check out in-game, I guess, for those, so that you can find out what's up. Yeah, so that's it for these patch notes. Again, check out the description below if you want to catch some of the other stuff that I clipped out of this, so we didn't make this a 40-minute video. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to like if you did enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you get updates every time we put videos up, which is very, very often. And if you want to catch the weekend live streams, I've got the Twitch link in the description below as well, so make sure you give a follow over there when we go live every Saturday and Sunday, except when I'm sick, which was last weekend. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.